Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about something that excites me very much. There's recently been a new archaeological discovery in the city of Tiel of the Netherlands, which is very interesting. They have been excavating there since 2017, but they didn't tell anybody. And it took them around 2022 to 2023 to finally put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Now, what they found was a massive burial mound. Big burial mound with about 60 people buried and a lot of children. They also found some rings which originally came from Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq. But around the structure of the burial mound they found a structure. They found something that was built and that turned out to be a massive solar calendar. So like at certain days of the year, like the shortest day and the longest day, the sun would come straight through it, just like it usually is with these very old pagan buildings. They didn't come out with that specific part of information until the summer solstice of this year, which is just a couple of weeks ago. And when they did that, something very interesting happened. There's a lot of interesting developments, also new developments, which I'm gonna walk you through in this video. What happened is there was a massive buzz online. Not just online, but also offline. There were regional papers, national papers, international papers. I saw papers from France, Spain, Reuters did an article. International press was drooling over this shit, and it's also because they kind of brought it out like we found the Dutch Stonehenge, because, well, Stonehenge is just, well, it's very well known, to put it like that. So Dutch Stonehenge sounds really good, that's good marketing. But also on the social media, I couldn't open like my Facebook or Instagram app. Everybody I knew in Holland and abroad was talking about this thing. And immediately everything started moving. Now this is an interesting story because at this moment of recording this video, there's still a lot uncertain. And however, I am certain that you and me and the pagan community in general can make a difference in this case. I'm gonna let you know what I have planned. There were like immediately online 3 different petitions. Save the Dutch Stonehenge. There was somebody online who suggested we go to the site to do a ceremony. I believe his name was Philip van der Zee. I haven't met him in person yet, but I follow him online. I'll do my best if I can link his YouTube channel here. He's like, if you want to go on a roomboat journey, he's a very special, genius, a bit crazy human being. But he wanted to do a ceremony there, which a lot of people said, yeah, let's go, but they're still planning that. They wanted to do it this month, but it was too early, so things are still in motion. Because the gemeente Tiel, the city council, received so many letters, emails, petitions, requests, they were a bit overwhelmed. And they actually came out with a statement and they said, listen, all the pieces of the Dutch Stonehenge have already been excavated and they're away from the site. And the site itself has already been promised to a company, because it's at an industrieterrein, it's at an industrial site where just companies build their stuff. So there's nothing we can do to like resurrect this because it's already gone. But then people online started to do some research. And here's the crazy thing. All the different pieces of land of that industrial area were sold. Sold or promised to some company, except one. And that, my friends, is the site where they found the Dutch Stonehenge. So even though the city council said, well, it's already promised, well, it's not entirely promised yet. It's not a closed deal. So there are also some people online who are starting a crowdfunding GoFundMe so they can buy that piece of land, so they can, you know, honor the Dutch Stonehenge there, possibly rebuild it. But the problem is it's in an industrial area, so you have a tiny piece of land and there's like an egg farm to the right and there's like an internet provider on the left. I don't know if it's the right place. But the city council of Tiel recognized that you know, this is a lot of buzz going around, so they promised that they will make something of a permanent commemorative thing to honor the wheel of Tiel. But they didn't specify what they were going to do and how they were going to do it, because probably they didn't know, they just want to acknowledge that. Now what I want to do, what I would like to do, if for me and other pagans come together and send an email to the gemeente Tiel. You can send an email, I'll probably put the email address here, gemeente@tiel.nl. Doesn't matter if you're Dutch, if you're international. Send them an email and let them know how you feel. Don't be a dick. There's a time and place to be a savage. This is not the time. I want you to be passionate, polite, well-spoken. Let them feel the love that you have. And I strongly believe that we will be successful. We will be successful because of two reasons. The first is a magical reason, is we will, and we have been, as a pagan community for the last couple of weeks since they released this info, have been creating an egregore. If you don't know what an egregore is, it's like this massive pile of energy. You can see it like if everybody in Holland were to say, we're going to have a really shitty weather this summer. Everybody thought that every day, and every time it rained a bit, people were like, well, I knew it, this is going to be a shitty summer. What happens is, all that energy collects, and it becomes like, if there comes enough energy, it becomes a living energy, a sentient being. And because there's so much energy there, there's a bigger chance of actually that energy coming into manifestation and becoming real. It's kind of what the news does. It pulls out a story and everybody thinks about that story, and that helps that story to be manifested into reality. Okay. So that's what's been going, and with sending those emails and watching this video and talking about it, we are giving our energy to this egregore, and we are helping to make it a reality. That's the magical reason why this will succeed. Now the second reason why we succeed is because of the city of Tiel. I know the city of Tiel very well. I spent many days and many nights there. There's a saying in Holland when it comes to Tiel. Tiel, het is niet veel. Which translates to, Tiel, it ain't much. I think this is a chance for the city and for the city council to change that slogan. To go from Tiel, het is niet veel, Tiel, the wheel of Tiel. Because this is really a chance for them to let Tiel have a name for itself, not only nationally but internationally. The only thing Tiel is known for is for a jam mascot that nobody's seen since 1965. If you're below the age of 70, you probably never heard of Flipje from Tiel. And I'm sorry, people from Tiel, I don't think there are many people from the other side of the country going to Tiel to go to the Flipje Museum. It's a lovely city, by the way. The river of the Waal is located on the river of the Waal, so you have lots of this lovely coastline next to the river. It's quite lovely, but you're not really known for anything. Yeah, maybe Frans Duis, but that's another. Good, it's a Dutch singer. But like, there's not really a tourist spot there, and this gives you the chance to create that. So I will be emailing the gemeente at tiel.nl as well, and I will be including this video. If there's anybody watching from the gemeente Tiel, dit is jullie kans. These people are not quite sure what to do with it, but I believe that if they see that there's enough support nationally and internationally, they realize how important this finding is. And I'm not sure if they're going to put it on the original spot that they found it, which they kind of should, but I don't really know if, like in the middle of an industrieterrein, if that will fit. They can maybe find a different field where they can rebuild it, but I get a feeling that this could be a really big thing for Tiel. Now, if you're watching, if you're from the gemeente Tiel, and if you're from Tiel, and if you're watching this, thank you for watching my video. Thank you, welcome to the channel. I have 2,000 subscribers now. Lots of enthusiastic people in Holland and abroad who want to know about our pagan past. There's actually a third reason why we're going to be successful. On the other side of the ocean in America, you had the Native Americans. If you know, the Native Americans were practically genocided by the white settlers. Now there was a leader of the Lakota people called Crazy Horse. If you read up about history, you will read about them because he's the one who defeated General Custer and who dealt a major blow to the American army. That man, Crazy Horse, had a vision. He regularly went into the forest on vision quests, where he spent 4 days and 4 nights without food, without drink, until he had a vision from Wakantanka, the creator. This was his last vision. He came into that vision quest and he asked if he could still defeat the white man and if the natives could still live in native way. This is what he heard. He heard a voice say, "Ancient teachings are returning all over the earth. Ancient songs are returning all over the earth. Ancient medicine is returning all over the earth." That's what he heard. So Crazy Horse thought, we're going to win this. He was assassinated the next week. So what about this vision? His vision, I think, was just some spirit helper. Somebody in the spirit world telling him, it's going to be all right. Everything you fought for, the connection with nature, the working with multiple deities instead of just one deity, balance inside of ourselves, all those things will come back all over the world. So people of the gemeente Tiel, if you're watching this, what you are watching right now, what you are witnessing in your inboxes with all those petitions and all those emails, this, my friends, we are the prophecy of Crazy Horse. There's an increasing amount of people who are very interested in our pagan past. Christianity is very dwindling among the Dutch people, and there's a new rising, there's a new sun on the horizon. The gemeente Tiel can be a part of that, can be an instrumental part, so I'm hoping you'll do that. So all the pagans watching, send an email to the email address that I told you, gemeente@tiel.nl. I'll be including this video, and I will give an update video. Regardless, I'll give an update video because they'll be doing a ceremony there within a month or two. They have like a crowdfunding page to buy the actual piece of land. There are multiple petitions. There are people talking with the gemeente Tiel. There's us sending emails. There's everybody pouring energy in it, and I'm certain that it will bear fruit. As certain as the sun will rise in the morning, the Dutch Stonehenge, the wheel of Tiel, will rise again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Ga met de goden.